Everyone's wondering if the new undercurrent waveframe GL is better than Forbearance. Not a chance, it's trash. But you should farm for it this week, because not only are you going to be farming for those GLs, but you can get unlimited amounts of alloys, shards, exotics, and more. Just listen to the tips that I tell you in this video. Trust me, you'll thank me later. In this clip, I just wanted to show you I did get a pretty good roll on it with Ambitious Assassin and Volt Shot. I was in the entrance of GOA just trying to see how much I could chain. I feel like the fact that every other shot is procced with Volt Shot because of Ambitious putting 2 in the mag and sometimes 3 is kind of annoying. So you're going to have to take off Ambitious to roll that Volt Shot roll, and you might have to put on something like Field Prep or Lead from Gold or something else. So like you're really taking it like away of how Forbearance feels with that unlimited chain reaction ad clear and the Ambitious Assassin plus the reload. The reload on the Forbearance is way better in my opinion. Now we're going to look at some of the perks on this weapon. I'm actually going to put all the perks on screen for you right here, what it can roll with, but I've found that there's no rolls that's going to compete with the Forbearance. If you want a good wave frame, go get a Forbearance, you know, because this isn't cheap either. I want to point out that you do have to put down a lot of engrams when we get to that part of the video. It's pretty expensive. So let's just talk about the intrinsic perks right now. Vanguard's Vindication. Final blows with this weapon grant a small amount of health. You have to get kills with it. Soul Drinker on the Forbearance, you just need to get tags on enemies. You gain health based off the number of enemies tagged by your wave frame. You don't even need to get the kill, and it's going to heal you. Before I go any further, let's just remember that this is in the energy slot, meaning you have to take off Sunshot this season or any other broken energy weapon that we're using. So we're not really using wave frame GLs this season in the current sandbox with the artifacts. So I'm not going to take off my Sunshot or Zalo's Bane, the new Dungeon Sidearm, or a 1-2 punch shotty. I'm not really going to be putting on a wave frame GL this season. But yes, it's the poor man's Forbearance. If you're not doing endgame, if you're not doing Vow, trust me, with Fireteam Finder, you should be able to find it, or LFG it. You should be able to. You got 7 months to go buy 5 red Forbearances. Don't be wasting your time on this GL. So I just want to point out, you do want to farm Lake of Shadows this week. The reason why is it's so important. It's double rep and double Nightfall rewards. So if you beat a GM, not only are you going to get the Ludapalooza Pinata, you're going to get a lot of shards, you're going to get a lot of prisms, you're going to get a lot of exotics, you're going to get the waveframe GL to drop, and pretty much any other rep and engrams from the GM that you completed. As you see here in a clip, you just bake this boss with rockets, Strand Titan, whatever. Boss falls over, a whole bunch of loot falls out. Why it's important though to kind of farm a GM this week though, Bungie added a new thing this season at Raoul. You can now buy unlimited amounts of Ascendant alloys. All you need to do is go up to Raoul. The bottom row is capped at a weekly, but the middle row, you can buy unlimited amounts of alloys. If you go and run a GM, my first GM, I got 8 prisms. The second one, I got 10. All you have to do is use Glimmer and Enhancement prisms to buy these alloys. I think a lot of people are behind on these materials for crafting, or they said they don't have them. So this is your week to kind of take advantage of this. So not only are you farming alloys, Ascendant shards, Vanguard rep, Vanguard engrams, the new waveframe GL, exotics, etc. Like, it's a really good farm, so you're not wasting your time. Now you might say, hey, I'm not high enough to do a GM. That's okay. You can go run a master or a legend difficulty. It's just going to take you a lot longer. When you head over to Zavala, you can actually focus the adept version of this GL if you've unlocked it, or the non-adept of the legend or the master run. It is 5 engrams. I thought that Bungie was going to state that it was 3, but it is expensive, so taking advantage of that double rep is there too. So I just wanted to incorporate, don't forget about focusing your engrams. You're probably wondering how many of those Nightfall ciphers you get per run. It's 4 because of the double Nightfall rewards, so next week it'll only be 2. Yeah, I know that system's kind of weak too, but again, I just wanted to point out how many cool farms you can do this week. So try out the new GL, see if you like it. In my opinion, Forbearance wins hands down, but I just wanted to get this info out to you. See you guys next time.